Good evening, everyone. We'd like to welcome you all and thank everyone for joining us today. This seminar will be about topics consisting of human rights and diversity in the United States, and we'll have Mr. Akasui talk about it in his speech. Our main focus will be on events in the United States, but we'll also be introducing events in other countries such as China, the United Kingdom, France, and Belgium. First, let us introduce ourselves.
Hello, I'm Ayano Miyake, and I'm a senior student in Seijo University. My major is law, but I also like learning new languages. I'm learning English, French, and Chinese now. I'll be studying at the Catholic University of Leuven, which is in Belgium, for a year from this September.
Hello, and I am Ayano Obada. I'm a sophomore student in Seijo University, and my major is mass communications, but I'm also interested in sociology, criminal psychology, and nationalism. I'll also be studying in the Catholic University of Leuven in Belgium from this September, together with this Ayana.
And we'd also like to introduce our presenters today. Team US1, please stand up. They'll be introducing the situation surrounding immigrants in the United States.
Team US2, please stand up. They'll be introducing LGBTQ rights in the United States.
Team China, please stand up. They'll be introducing incidents surrounding freedom of expression and internet regulations in China.
Team Europe, which we are part of, please stand up. We'll be introducing incidents where human rights are being violated by terrorism and Islamophobia in Europe.
Finally, Mr. Akasui, can we ask you to stand up for the audience? He'll be giving us a speech about diversity and minority rights in the United States. Thank you.
Now, I'd like to talk about today's schedule. Today's theme is diversity and human rights, so we'll mainly be focusing on those two topics.
First, we'll have presentations from each student group, and then Mr. Akasui will give us a speech about diversity and minorities' rights.
Lastly, after Mr. Akasui's speech, we will open the floor for the audiences here for questions and comments.
Also, we'd like to ask you for your cooperation to fill out the questionnaires. We'll collect the questionnaires at the end of this session.
Well, let's start with the presentations. First, I'd like to hand it over to the US Team 1. Everyone, please welcome Team 1. Oh, excuse me. I'd like to hand it over to...
Okay, sorry. So you needed to have a greeting from the director. So I'm sorry for self-introduction. Okay, so good evening. My name is Kawasaki Kyoji, Professor of Public International Law at the Faculty of Law. And I am now in charge of international relations of Seijo University as director of the International Studies Center from this April. So this evening we are very much pleased to have Mr. Sui from the Embassy of the United Nations, United States, and so on. And first, as introduced, we are going to have a session for student presentations concerning challenges and prospects of several regions, including America, Europe, and China. Before coming here, we made a small talk with Mr. Suri at the center's room, and I introduced him today's schedule. So she said, "Wow, this is very much challenging topics." I agree. I agree. So following this session, we are going to ask Mr. Suri to deliver a speech on human rights and diversity in the United States. So this is very much interesting subject also, but I'm sorry, I need to go now because I have to attend university's council meeting already started at 6 p.m. So I'm very much sorry, but in any event, I do hope that all of you enjoy this meeting and all of you learn something from this conference. Thank you very much.
Well, excuse us for the mistake, and well, finally, let's start with the presentations. We'd like to welcome US Team 1.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming today. And all of us really appreciate that you are here today. And then, so as you all know, America is famous for its wide variety of ethnicities and cultures. The situation like it in the United States is completely different from Japan, where we live today. And then, since we will soon be studying in the United States, we want to understand more and more about it. With the election of Donald Trump, the immigration policy in the United States has changed, making it a major issue. So that's why we chose this topic for today's presentation. Today, we will discuss the effect which immigration has had on the area like America, and then focusing more on Milwaukee and the Wisconsin. When Mexico sends its people, they are not sending their best. This is one of the things that Donald Trump had to say about immigration. Through this presentation, we want you to understand the current situation of immigration in the United States, and we will be using the states and Wisconsin that we are visiting to illustrate the larger issue that immigration might be facing in the future under the Trump administration.
First, some general facts about the Midwest. It is made up 30 states, including Wisconsin and Indiana. The population of the Midwest accounts for 21% of the total population in the United States. Indiana is 43 times bigger than Tokyo, and Wisconsin is 5% bigger than. Compared with other areas, a large amount of population, there are Caucasian, roughly 77% of the population. When it comes to religion, over the 70% of the population are Christian.
The United States is the only country with a population that is still on the rise. This is due to immigration. As can be seen on this graph, the blue line represents the number of immigrants, and the green shows the immigrants as a percentage of the United States population. Both of them are on the rise as well. In short, America's population growth is dependent on immigration. However, this also means that the racial majority, Caucasians, is shrinking. By 2050, according to the United States Census Bureau, the percentage of Caucasians in America will fall below 50%. We thought that many immigrants came to the United States seeking jobs, and that the many local people are afraid of losing their jobs to immigrants. This scares that majority and has led to a strong undercurrent of anti-immigrant sentiment that Donald Trump was able to exploit in order to become president. Now, as President Trump has promised to end birthright citizenship, which would bar children of immigrants from receiving United States citizenship. Last year, even there were not many immigrants in the Midwest in the United States, 330 illegal immigrants were arrested there.
Next, I will explain an ongoing issue that my friend immigrants in one of the counties in Wisconsin state. Even though there are not so many immigrants there, there's been trouble with immigration laws. Sheriff David Clark, who is the mayor of the Milwaukee County and supported Donald Trump during his campaign, has been criticized for his desire to enforce immigration laws and join the Department of Homeland Security's 287 program. This program legalizes racial profiling, which is where you can be stopped and questioned and put in detention based on the color of your skin. At the beginning of this month, thousands of people came to this county to protest it. Moreover, more than 100 businesses are closed in protest of the mayor. This program, however, is still on progress to be enforced. One of the protesters said, "America is a great country. There's nothing that can hold us back as long as we do the right thing and speak the language and educate yourself." I was quite surprised, even in the community where number of immigrants are relatively lower than other cities, is having problems over immigrants and races. And actually, two of us here going to this Milwaukee, so I think they can see what's really going on.
In conclusion, immigration in the U.S. is very complicated and a multifaceted issue. And moreover, anti-immigration feelings seems to be getting worse and are spreading all over the country. This has led to foreigners such as ourselves to feel nervous about traveling abroad to America. However, there are also those who are opposed to this anti-immigration sentiment. So by studying in America, we hope to see for ourselves what America is really like and use that perspective to hopefully find a better solution for everyone. Thank you for listening to our presentation.
Thank you, Timon, for your wonderful presentation on immigrant rights. Mr. Sui, would you mind giving a comment to their presentation?
I guess first I just want to congratulate you on such a great presentation. I think that you got to some of the heart of the problem that I think not many people think about. You got to economic issues, including the growing population of the United States and how closely that is tied to immigration. That's something that I think even many Americans don't seem to quite understand how key immigration is to